I'm going to be showing you how to study different terms through this real estate course. You can do this for any state. So if you decide you want to take the test, I'd recommend using Quizlet. It is a free app, a free website you can use on your phone as well. And what it does, if you've never used it, we typed in Massachusetts real estate, and we have tons of different forms we can use here. If we click on one, we see the number of terms, but I think the best way to study is to learn the vocab. And when you learn the vocab, the best way to do that is to take a test here. And with the test, you're going to want to go to the options, and you're going to be going to the multiple choice. It's going to give you 4 answers. I do 20. You can do a bigger test, but I just do 20 in a row. You fill out 20 questions, and honestly, they shouldn't take that long. I know the test is 120 questions, and ideally they give you 4 hours, but it shouldn't take you 4 hours to take the entire test if you know this. The site I use is Freedom Trail Realty School, all online. It's pretty cool. With that site, I could see I've completed all my hours. They have a course handbook, and this is pretty good as well. So this here is 80 pages, I believe, and this kind of goes through the entire content that is going to be on the test. So the first thing I did with this is I read through this handbook before doing any of the courses, and I created a document. This document is everything I didn't know initially because I have a pretty decent background looking into real estate, studying real estate investing before I did this. So I've read through this handbook, and I time blocked how long it took me in order to kind of take notes on this, and I use Google Docs and Google Drive to make a document. So this goes through the entire course, and it is 40 total hours. So this handbook is what you need initially to go through it. I'd recommend going through the handbook first, then taking all the live classes. With this website as well, you need 40 total hours completed. You're going to be doing some of them live, and with the live classes, they have slots throughout the day, throughout the week. Some of them are in the morning at 9, some of them are at 12, some of them are at 6 at night, some of them are at 7 at night. But you kind of want to map out taking, I believe there's 16 courses in the 40 hours. I did this in around 5 weeks, so it doesn't take too long if you time block it appropriately. And this is also a very good site too, because they have pre-recorded modules that you can take on demand. These are the recordings of one of the classes. You can't comment during the class. You can see most of them have a pre-recorded model, not all of them. And the feature I like about this is the exam cram. The test over time, how many I took. I pretty much just started taking the test recently, and I first did it without taking the test. I got a 57, so it got pretty poor. I'm going to keep studying, and you can see I strung a good number of passing scores in a row. And this is about 6 passing scores out of 7 attempts, and it's really just understanding the content. This site's also really good because if you do take 6 practice exams over 90, pass or don't pay guarantee, which is awesome. So it's 120 practice questions on the exam, and they also have practice questions you can take, and it gives you an immediate answer. I got 75, you need 70 to pass out of the 120 questions. You should really know the content extremely quick. There are some calculations on it, but it's not too important. What I do is if I get a question wrong, I simply go to a Google Doc, and I just type in really quick words on what the terms are, so I can just study terms. And you should be able to relate one word with the term. So it's very easy. You can see these are all the questions I got wrong in these 7 exams. So this is kind of the order of how it looks. And I'd also recommend if you want to map out your schedule first in regards to taking the test, because I would hate to see you have like a 2-week window when you can actually take that last live course like I kind of did, because I did all the non-live testing first, then I did the last live course. That was the final thing I did. I just finished up the 40 hours, which you kind of saw on the dashboard. With the 40 hours, then you get to schedule your exam. And in Massachusetts, they have, I think, 5 different locations. They give you 4 hours to take it, and I'm taking mine in about 9 days, so I have plenty of time to study. And I've been using Quizlet, I've been using their exam cram, are the 2 main things I'm using. And I think there's a guy on YouTube, also Prep Agent, who's a really good resource. Tons of good content on there. He has tons of free content, tons of videos. He does have paid courses I didn't pay for, but the free content's extremely valuable. They mail your certificate you need on the 1st and the 15th, so I'm not going to get mine to the 1st, so I had to schedule it out where I'm going to get the certificate. So if I finish mine on the, let's say, the 16th, I'm not going to get that certificate to the 1st, so you have to schedule that exam out pretty far. But in general, I think you just want to make sure you know the vocab, know the terms. You can use Quizlet. Like I said, I had a pretty good background going into it, just studying real estate investing. But I do think it's a good option to take this all on live course. I think Massachusetts just passed it in last November or October, so it's pretty new to take it all online. Pretty easy to do. Hopefully this was helpful. Questions, just reach out, and I think online school is the way to go if you're looking to get your license.